Today we'll take a new subtopic under loans and advances chapter, that is secured loans. Now let us see what is this secured loans, and also we will going to study about unsecured loans. Secured loans meaning, according to section 5A of the Banking Regulation Act 1949, a secured loans or advance means a loan or advance made on security of assets, the market value of which is not at any time less than the amount of such loan or advance. Secured loans meaning is given by BRA, that is 1949. It says a loan or advance made on security of assets. Assets have to be kept with the bank in form of security. And it also says the market value for which at not less than the amount of such loans or advance. Moving ahead, the loans and advances granted by banks are broadly classified into two, as I already told you, secured and unsecured advances. And meaning is already given by BRA 1949, that is Banking Regulation Act 1949, right? Then this is the meaning of secured loans. Then what is this unsecured loans? As per Banking Regulation Act 1949, unsecured loans or advance means a loan or advance not so secured. And the distinguished features of a secured loans or advance are: the loan must be made on the security of tangible assets, like which are the tangible assets, like goods and commodities, then land and buildings, gold and silver, corporate and government securities, and so on. A charge on any such assets offered as security must be created in favor of the bank, right? Then another distinguished feature of secured loan is the market value of such security must not be less than the amount of the loan at any time till the loan is repaid, as I already told you in the meaning. Now let us see what is the distinguish between secured and unsecured loan. Secured and unsecured loan is made on the basis of legal title or charge created in favor of the lender. Under the traditional principles of lending, as we have already seen in the last class, principles of lending, right? The borrowing capacity of a person is judged on the basis of the tangible assets, in the possession of the borrower. Like for example, as I already said, the larger is the credit worthiness of a borrower, and if larger is the value of his tangible assets. And it should not be understood that unsecured loans, also called as clean loans and advances, and are granted to a person without observing the criteria of credit worthiness. So I can see here the unsecured loans are also granted to person of sufficient means, possessing tangible assets and with sound financial position. But no charge or right is created on any such assets of the borrower in favor of the banker. So student, in such cases the security happens to be the personal obligation of the borrower, which sometimes supported by a guarantee given by a third party, and that too regarding the repayment of the loan. Okay, so clean advances are obviously granted to parties enjoying high reputation and sound financial position. Clear? Then unsecured advances are granted within certain limits only, because in case of default by the borrower. And whereas in case of secured advances, the legal status of the banker is that of a secured creditor. He gets the first and absolute right to recover his dues out of the sale proceeds of the assets over which a charge is created in favor of the banker. And as I already discussed, there are various modes of creating such charges, which will be in detail, which we will be studying in further chapter, right? So that was something about secured and unsecured loans and advances. Now let us move on to features of good security. Okay, let us see which are the features of good security, right? So we have marketability, value, followed by stability, then durability, and then yield. Okay, so now let us see one by one. Now what does this marketability means? The security offered should be readily marketable and should have a steady demand in the market. Marketability is the main consideration which the banker keeps in mind while accepting a security. Okay, so it should have a value for the security, okay, and easily it should be marketable. That banker should keep in mind. Then moving on to next is value. Ascertainment value of security offered is also very important for the banker, because there are some goods and commodities for which the market quotations are available and banker will prefer such securities, right? Okay, so certain security offered is very important for the banker, because there are certain quotations or market quotations are also available and banker will going to give first priority for such securities, right? Then next is stability. Commodities where the prices are stable preferred by the banker, and in case the securities have a wide fluctuation, the banker will keep a higher margin. Okay, so now what happens is here, commodities where prices are stable, meaning never changes, it remains the same, okay, are preferred by the banker. Whereas in case of securities where there are prices fluctuate, which changes frequently, the banker will keep high margin for those securities. Okay, that is something about stability. Moving on to next is durability. Security must be durable in nature, and perishable products are not kept as security by the banker. Okay, so banker should keep in mind while accepting security, it should be durable in nature and not the perishable product. Okay, so next is yield. Okay, yield meaning to produce, okay, profit. The securities which yield income are preferred by the banker, okay, which banker will going to earn profit or will going to get good output. Okay, such securities bank will going to prefer. because the yield will be an automatic source of repayment of the advance for the banker. Clear? So those were the certain features of good security, like marketability, value, stability, durability and yield. Okay, so that was something about secured and unsecured loans and advances and features of good security.